What's the strangest true story that's ever happened to you? My Uber driver a while ago was strange. Older guy, soft spoken. We talked about how people don't really trust strangers anymore. When we got to my stop, he smiled and said, "You're the first person in weeks who didn't make me feel invisible." He pulled away, but stopped a few houses down. He just sat there with his headlights off for nearly an hour facing my house. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. At an old apartment of mine, every night around 2 a.m., I'd hear heavy footsteps pacing above my ceiling. It was annoying but kind of comforting, like someone else was awake too. When I finally met the landlord to renew my lease, I mentioned it. He looked confused and told me the unit had been empty for a year. When I lived in New York, my neighbor seemed totally normal. Quiet guy, polite, always came home late carrying groceries. One night he knocked on my door and said an outlet in his place had stopped working. He asked me if I could charge his phone for a bit. I said sure. He smiled, handed it to me, and walked away. He never came back for the phone. A few months later, I saw on the news he'd been arrested for keeping someone locked inside his apartment.